Hey guys, today I just wanted to make another vlog, and this one is about what I was just doing right now is actually recording Moonlight Sonata on the piano and the first movement, and so that is being edited or rendered right now, and yeah, I'm gonna probably put it up to my channel tonight, I imagine. So when you see this one, the other one will probably be coming up shortly or so, something like that. But yeah, so what I wanted to make this video about is basically describe what I was going through or thinking while I was making this video. So first up, I made a stupid mistake, but I'm too lazy to go back and fix it because I like how I played it, sort of. So I had my mic, this is my like recorder. It's got two mics here and it records on like up to 24-bit wave format, but usually I record in 16-bit just to save a little space. So anyway, I set this thing and I had the volume slightly too high because I didn't check before I started. Well, I did, but then I didn't do a proper sound check and it was too loud, so it was making some crackles. So basically the audio from this is garbage. So I'm basically taking the audio straight from the camera, which has an audio leveler on it, so it kind of like keeps the audio stable throughout. So it's good for talking, but it's bad for dynamics. So the dynamics aren't as good as I was hoping, so that was a little frustrating. But anyway, but they're still there. They're just not as intense. Anyway, what was I gonna say? So yeah, oh, man, it's been so long that I wanted to do this song. Probably, yeah, like 6 months or something like that. And this was one of the first like songs that I like totally fell in love with, like Moonlight Sonata. I was like, what? I always wanted to play it when I was like 12 and 13, and then I finally learned it when I was like 14. And I happened to get the sheet music, and without my teacher knowing, I learnt the whole piece. And well, I learned all the notes for it, so I could play from start to finish in the first day, but that took me like 12 hours because I was only like grade 6 piano back then. And then what did I do? Then I had the piece memorized by the end of the week, so when my teacher saw me, she's like, "What? You have this memorized? You didn't even know this piece last week." So then I just like fell in love with it, and I eventually learned how to play it like blindfolded, and I just played over and over and over and over again. But then I played it so much that I kind of got sick of it, so I just kind of shelved it for a long time. But I always wanted to make another recording of it, and so I was like, okay, I'm going to get back into it. But every time I'd try to play it again, I'd sort of get sick of it again because it would just be sort of like overdone from my past. Anyway, so, and then the big thing is that I always felt like, okay, there's so many people that play this piece, and what's going to make my version any different? I don't want to be just another, you know, drop in the bucket, so to say. And so that kind of kept me from going too far because I wanted to practice it so much that I got so good at it that it was just amazing and epic. And because I wanted to do it so well, and then I felt like I couldn't because there's so many things out there, and I felt like my hands were tied. Because the interpretation for this piece is sort of like you have to keep it quiet and slow, and you know, don't speed up too much, don't do this. It's very reserved, and I never liked to play it like that. Like when I was a kid, I didn't like to play it like that, and you know, even when I'm older, I don't like to. I find it really boring to play when it's just like really quiet and reserved. So, but I was convinced that I needed to do that because, you know, I'm more mature and I have more musicality knowledge and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do a nice slow version of it, but it just didn't feel like me at all. Totally. So I had like no motivation to do it because every time I played, I'd be like, oh, I hate this. So I just kept putting it off, and then I was like finally like, okay, you know what, I'm just going to do it the way I like to do it when I was a kid, and if it sounds unprofessional and bad, so what? Anyway, so I practiced it for about 3 days. I started practicing on Thursday, and I got it rememorized and ready to play, so I just performed it tonight. And that tonight is when... What is today? Today, oh yeah, today's Sunday. Yeah, I was kind of like sick for a little bit, so I wasn't feeling the best, so head's all loopy. Anyway, so yeah, so I think I pulled it off the way I wanted to do it, and now that it's done, I just feel like, oh, finally. The only thing I'm not satisfied is with that I didn't get the recording like gear in the proper settings, so it's not going to come out as well as I would want it to. So anyway, let's hope that I can get some good results from this camera audio from the thing. Oh, I just want to get it over with. I've had this video hanging over my head for too long, and I just want to get it over. That's basically what I'm trying to say. So I guess my whole point in making this vlog is to let you guys know that you know, every video that you see doesn't necessarily just come so easily or whatever, or you know, it's just like snap out the fingers, it's done. Because there's a lot of like, you know, thought that goes into when I was like practicing it and everything, and you know, setting up and all this other stuff. So yeah. It'll be, why I want you guys to hear that is so that if you wanted to like, you know, make videos or do something, but then you feel like, oh, well, I'm not good enough and these other people are way better than me, so I'm not even going to try. Well, the thing is that all those other people that are all better than you can't do it the same way that you would do it, because you're going to do something that they would be doing totally differently than they would do, as long as you're true to yourself and you do it in the only way that you express things. So that is my whole vlog thing there for you, is to tell you guys that don't be afraid to, you know, feel like you're just another drop in the bucket, or don't, you know, think, oh, well, I'm not good enough, so I'm not even going to try, or there's nothing special about me. But there really is something special about you. And if you, you know, express yourself, then you'll refine that, and then it'll become something, you know, that everyone else likes to see. Because people enjoy people when they're expressing themselves. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the Moonlight Sonata video, and I don't know how it's going to turn out, because I haven't edited it yet. All I just did is I split the audio from the camera so that I can, like, EQ it a little bit, so that I can take down the high frequencies a little bit, so it takes down that like shh sound, and then add a slight bit of reverb to make it kind of sound more like floaty and mystical, because the reverb on the camera isn't as true as the other mic that I have. It actually picks up reverb really well, but this one doesn't, so I'm gonna have to add in a little bit to kind of like give it sort of some life, but I can't over reverb it, because then it sounds like really cloudy and mushy. So it'll be interesting to see if I can get a nice balance there. And then I gotta resync that up, and then I'm gonna put some video scenes over top of it, and hopefully it looks good. Then I'll edit that up, I'll upload it, and probably upload this video before, since I'm basically just gonna record and then do that and upload it. But anyway, yeah. So there's a little insight into me making a video, and I'm kind of nervous about it, so we'll see. Every time I make a new video, like on my Lipo channel, and then I put it out, like of me playing, I'm always like, oh, what are people gonna say? It's always like this thing where I'm like, kind of like, oh, what are the comments gonna be? And then after like a couple days, then I kind of know what the reaction from the general audience was, so yeah. Anyway, it'll be interesting. Okay, well, I'll talk to you later, guys. See ya. Bye.